Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to say happy December, and it's now the holiday season, so we can officially start using this lovely Christmas Deck the Halls intro music. So super excited for this video. I thought it was very fun and I hope that you all enjoy. Make sure to leave those Christmas emojis down in the comments and we can all celebrate Christmas together. And I'm gonna have this music intro going the entire month of December, so I'm very excited for this, but let's go ahead and get into the actual video. Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I am filming how to elevate any hairstyle, and I'm doing this as a part 1 of a part 2 series. Since there's so many different hairstyles out there, I figured I would do part 1 as updos and I'll do part 2 as hair down styles, because I feel like there's so many of each styles and it's just too much to put into one video. So once that video is posted, it will be right up here. For the meantime though, I have my beauty playlist. I'm already running out of air. This is terrible, but it's fine. So if you enjoyed today's video, make sure that you like it down below. Also, if you want to see more videos like this one, then make sure that you subscribe and you can get notified every week about my new video. So I've laid this video out into chapters. So all along the screen here, you'll see a little thing with the chapter name and it'll have an arrow. You can just click on that arrow and it'll pop up all the different chapters of this video. So first we are going to start off with the ponytails, and we're just going to start off with a basic ponytail, and I'm not going to show you guys how to do these hairstyles rather than showing you how to elevate the hairstyles. So we all know a basic ponytail, so I'm just going to put that up really quickly. And I should probably, now that I think about it, there's really no right or wrong way to do your hair. It's just kind of however your hair works, what you like, what doesn't give you a headache, and everything like that. So some things I have in today's video just for reference. I have some hair scarves, just kind of some different ones. These are your accessory pieces. So all of this type of stuff with the scrunchies, hair claws, clips, and everything like that, that's all up to you and what you like. I do have some included in this video to show you kind of what they look like. But some basic things that you'll need: some basic ponytail hair elastics. Optional are bobby pins if you like that. They are really helpful though if you have like a small mistake, just to fix that. Rubber bands are super helpful for when you're doing small braids, or if you want to tie off your hair and not have like some kind of bulky hair elastic, then it's really helpful to have rubber bands. Also, these clips come in handy, particularly when your hair is down, but also in some like updos too. So keep these things all handy for a fancier look and more elevated style. But I'm really going to be showing you kind of what you can do with your actual hair that will elevate your hairstyle. Also, I did want to mention how I know everybody has different hair. Some people have dyed hair, short hair, long hair, medium hair, curly hair, straight hair. I have straight hair. My hair is definitely long. It's no longer medium. So I have long, straight hair. That's the type of hair that I have. My hair tends to be very heavy and soft. Be soft in the way that it kind of falls loosely out of things, if that makes sense. And then also it tends to be really heavy. So if it's like put up all day, it tends to just kind of go down throughout the day. So that's kind of how my hair is. It's much more on the thin side than on the thick side, but it's just a lot of hair. That's my hair for you, just to give you a little tutorial of what I'm dealing with and how your hairstyles may end up a little bit differently based off of your hair. Another thing that is really helpful to have is some kind of mirror, so that if you're looking at a mirror, you can kind of use this and see the back of your head. Not sure if that works for you guys, but anyways, the point is I have a mirror here and I have a mirror here, so I can kind of look this way and see the back of my hair in that mirror. Because if someone else is doing your hair, they can do it so much easier than if you're just doing it by yourself. I also have a comb and a brush. I figured these items everybody pretty much has. Alright, here we are with a basic higher-ish ponytail. We all have those little pieces that don't like to lay flat. Best tips for if you want to have a super basic ponytail, I suggest always pulling out these little pieces. You could just kind of do this with your hand to get them kind of out. The more often you use that technique of pulling those out, the more easy they are to find each time, if that makes sense. And then also I pressed my hands to my head and kind of push forward just to kind of get it untightened so that you don't get a headache. So a very basic way to kind of elevate this is by just taking a strip of hair, just kind of pulling off some from the rest of the ponytail and then wrapping it around your hair elastic. And then once you've wrapped it around, just take a bobby pin or some kind of small clip. You could also use like a hair elastic rubber band too if you want. Just kind of pin that in there and spread the rest of the hair around it. That's what that looks like. I find it works really well for people with like thicker or textured hair. But for some of us with thinner hair, then it kind of becomes difficult. I've not really had the best luck with this type of elevation of my hairstyle. I just never can get it to wrap fully properly and where I like it. So I usually don't use that, but I've seen a lot of people do it, particularly with thicker or textured hair, and it looks super pretty. So I would definitely try it out. Honestly, besides accessorizing and that kind of wrapping around the elastic, there's not really much else that comes to mind from going from this hairstyle to more elevated, unless you add accessorizing and things like that. Anything that's kind of like this, just a little braid, fishtail braids, backwards braiding, where you basically are Dutch braiding except not braiding the other hair in, just kind of like upside down braiding, if that makes sense. The next ponytails that we're going to move into are ponytails that you do things with your hair before you get to the actual ponytail. I apologize for my dog barking. What we're going to do is we're going to just fluff the hair a little bit and then just take some hair from a side and just braid it. So just take a little piece. It doesn't exactly matter where you do it. I usually just take something kind of up here and then I braid that. You can Dutch braid it, you can French braid it, or just do some kind of like regular braid and then you put it in a ponytail. This just goes to show you that practice makes perfect, because this is my practice. This is bad, okay? Let me just show you that every time you try to do something, it's not going to turn out how you want. Although this isn't terrible, it's still not exactly what I was going for. So you can see some of this hair over here is kind of like fluffing, but the point is to braid your hair in a little piece to a ponytail. Now I kind of cut off my braid here to this little teeny braid right here. I generally like to start it closer to my head and kind of move backwards. That's really much easier to do with a French or Dutch braid though. So if you're looking for that look, definitely go with a Dutch or French braid. Otherwise you might just kind of end up with this like half cut thing. And you can also do that same technique of wrapping around after you've braided it. Just braid it all the way out, put a little hair rubber band on it, and then wrap it around the rest of your ponytail. You could also do this where you French braid a section of your hair and then you wrap it around the rest of your ponytail, and you just kind of want to pin it underneath. We're going to have some stuff and you'll need to brush or comb that out most likely. Curling your ponytail can look really pretty with this type of hairstyle as well. So as you can see, I kind of have this pushed up section. So honestly, I would do this in the center, or I would do two. For sake of time, I only did one just to kind of show you a basic idea of what you're kind of looking for. My hair, I'm not the best French braider, so that's kind of why it's pushed up so much. But sometimes you can just kind of get it rather flat. It looks good. Okay, for this next hairstyle, as you've seen, I'm doing a loose halfway up, and that is just tied off with a hair elastic here. And I left it a little loose so that I would have space to do this. Turn around. And what we're going to do here is we're just going to take the kind of center wherever this is, and we're going to put our thumbs through it just so we know what we're looking at here. And then just flip this into itself. And then pull it on through. Then you can tighten that down. And that's that. And then it kind of becomes this tighter halfway up. We're not stopping here because this still does need to be an updo. So what we're doing now is we're taking the rest of our hair down to a low ponytail and take another hair elastic, and you're just tying off the rest of the hair. And then, since we're not stopping there, we pull this down a little bit, like that, to make it a little looser, and then we try to grab the center of all of that and split that with our thumbs, like this, and then repeat the same flip. And this is just called a ponytail flip. We're just doing it twice. and then you just want to tighten it at the end. This hairstyle looks really pretty for like weddings if you then put in like some flowers or something else. I prefer to do it when it's kind of on a side part of some sort. I did not exactly pay attention too much to my part. It should be more over here, but it's all right. And yeah, the point is still there. Another way that you can do this is combining a ponytail flip and a braid together. You can take out that second one that you did and instead braid it. And you have this pretty braided ponytail. And it's elevated. It's not just a basic braid, it's now an elevated braid. You can just combine and layer those kind of techniques together to create really pretty hairstyles. You can also do like small braids on the side in addition to this too, and just get really fancy with all your different types of hairstyles. And as always, never forget to add your beautiful accessories how you like them, and you can end up with some very pretty hairstyles, and you can really feel very feminine with them. So yes. Now we're kind of moving on to something else here. This is not the ideal look. Okay, we're kind of moving into a different section now. So for this one, I'm just going to use this hair claw, for example. We're taking the same hairstyle that we just had, bringing it up. We're just going to put this in it. Take this out here. Take this out as well. Unbraid this. Can flip it. And now you have an adorable little fashionable hair claw. Your hair's up in a cute hair claw, and it's all held back how you like it, so it's not going to fall out super easily. So now when you take out your hair claw, you can transition into halfway up, and that's a transitioning hairstyle. Now that was just for fun, but that's the point of these type of things, where you can layer different things, and you can also switch your hair like that. You can put it up in a cute little updo, and then for evening you just take it out and you have a nice little down hairstyle. You can also use small hair claws, which are super great too. So my best suggestions for small ones are do 2 things of hair, clip, or do a like halfway up, clip it like that. I feel like there's not many ways that you can elevate your hairstyle with hair claws. You could also braid a little portion of your hair, and then you could take it down and flip it back up and stuff, and then you'd have like braids down the side, and then you could clip it. Like that would be really cute. Stuff like that is probably gonna be your best friend with your hair claws. We're gonna try something else here. You can do this with a lot of different things, but I'm gonna try it with the hair claws. So basically, where you just take a section of your hair on the side from something parted, and you just put it up into a loose ponytail like this, and then we're gonna flip that. So we're gonna find the center of this, flip it on itself, pull it up. You can do stuff like that as well on the side, and then you can move on to like a low bun or some kind of side ponytail or side braid. That looks really cute. That's ways that you can simply elevate your hairstyle. You can also do that with your hair claw. Look, then you can do it up the same way by adding little bits of those flipping techniques on the side. I would more do it angled differently, but little things like that changes it. It's not exactly the perfect one. I would take more time on it, but I'm just kind of showing you guys some quick ideas that you can just use and kind of know how to elevate your hairstyle. I'm going to show you some tips for some low buns. Split your hair into a middle or side part, your choice, and then braid pieces down the side. You can do like up here, braid 2 pieces, just as long as it's 2, so it's balanced. If you're going to do a side bun, I would braid it something over here, and then have your bun on this side to have it kind of balanced. You can also do this technique of waterfall braiding on both sides, or you can take a piece, take another piece, so take 2 pieces and twist them twice, and then continuously twist into the rest of your hair all the way down, and then you have this really pretty twisted look, and it kind of looks like a braid, but it's just really you're twisting your hair into each other. And it can look really, really pretty. So I would suggest you do that. You can do 2 low buns, down here if you part your hair all the way down, or you can do that all into a bun. I'm only going to do one side for time reasons. Ponytail here. And then there's a few ways that you can do some buns, and just twist it all the way around and then put a hair elastic, but that can fall out really easily. So another way I like to do it is to have a ponytail, except when you're wrapping your ponytail, you want on the last time to leave some hair left in a bun like that, and then you can wrap the rest of your hair around it like this, and then it gives it a little bit more volume. I would not do a huge bun. I kind of did this bun a little big, but do a bun and then wrap the rest around it. You can also braid the remainder and then wrap that braid around. That looks really good too. And once again, don't forget your hair accessories. They will add so much to your hairstyle and even to your outfit sometimes. Another suggestion is hair clips. You can just put those in. Whatever your look is, go for it. Some people like this look where it's like really sleek and then they have a hair clip in. That's cute. You can also have it twisted and then do a hair clip. Whatever works for you, go for it. If you're going to do a braid into it, I would suggest angling it. Whatever works for you is great. Just use these techniques and layer them together. Hair clips, braiding, twisting, bunning. If you then additionally want to add something, like, you can do whatever works for you. Just layer, layer, layer these techniques of braiding, twisting, any little small things. It looks super great. Also, look on Pinterest. Pinterest is a super great way to get inspiration, even some tutorials. Watch like hairstyle compilation videos. Those are really fun for inspiration. Just be patient with learning the different hairstyles and different techniques. Okay, so my best tips for double buns is balance. So make sure that you have a half part, or if you're going to do a side part, make sure that you balance the buns the same like thickness. Also, if you're going to do double low buns, make sure that you not only part the top, but that you also keep the part going down the back too, so that you can get the even amount. Don't just grab your two sides of hair, because that's not always exactly what you were hoping it would be. Although I'm not showing you how to fully do the full tutorial, I am just giving you some tips. You want to put it up into a ponytail, but when you're doing that, on the last time you go around, make sure that you just pull it through a little bit to have a little bun, like I was showing you earlier, and then wrap around it. And same thing, you can braid this, you can put something else in it, and then you can wrap it. You can bobby pin it, and then that is your bun that stays in a little bit better, and it doesn't fall out into a big loop or something. Another tip for low buns is that you could take a section of your hair. You can just bobby pin that, and then bobby pin a next piece and a next piece, and then just keep bobby pinning, and eventually you'll kind of get this fluffed look of all these different little pins, and you'll get a really pretty messy bun. Like, if you do it properly, then it'll be really, really cute. And then for high buns, what you want to do is also include balance. If you're doing two high buns, make sure that they don't protrude outward too much and that they kind of stay grounded to your head. So tips for that is using bobby pins to make it stay down more, or if it is protruding out, if you're okay with it being really high, then I would suggest that you kind of put a hair scarf in that section and then wrap it around, and then you have the bun on top instead of having just this really long bun. Alright, and this is the look that I showed you guys earlier today. What we're doing here is we're wrapping the rest of the ponytail around and then just putting it up into a bun. And that's that. And you may need to pin any little flyaways that are up there, but besides that, that is your very cute little hairstyle. You may need to pin some things in the back, but besides that, I mean, you have a very cute hairstyle. Also, again, I would most likely center this, but for sake of time, I just kept it like this. You can also push the rest of your hair up around it to make it look a little bit better as well, and that's your fancy little updo. Another thing you could also do is put this, have not tried it again since I failed the first time. But basically it's you put your thing up there, and then you braid and twist the rest of your hair kind of down, and then it gets into 2 braids, and it's something like that. And you have like a little cute headband, and I think it can be really cute. I haven't officially done it though. This is not exactly a very good explanation of it. You could also bun it too, and that would look really cute too. You did 2 little buns. Just do it however you like. Look on Pinterest and other videos with the hair scarf for braiding techniques, and that will give you lots of different ways that you can braid your hair scarves into your hair. It looks really pretty. So the biggest tips that I have to conclude this is use your accessories, layer the techniques that I showed you in this video. Don't be afraid to try new things. The biggest thing is practice before the day of so that you know what you're doing. If you guys have any suggestions of like hair clips that you like, then definitely leave those in the comments for all of our other friends on YouTube here, and I will link some of the favorites that I have. Some of those being these hair clips. I got a pack of 6 from Amazon. Those are super great. I'll link those down below. I found this hair scarf at Walmart, and then I found these other ones at Old Navy. So you can just find some of these basic things wherever you're at. Hobby Lobby for these clips, and just little places that you go, you'll find them. And then majority of my hair scrunchies are from Brooklyn and Bailey. They also have these little things that you can do bows on them, which is super cute. If you have more tips, definitely leave them in the comments below, because we'd all love to receive them and use them in our hair, because we all want a faster hair routine. Let's be honest. Also, if any of you all have an all-natural heat-resistant spray, I would love if you'd link it down below, because I'm currently looking for that. Alright friends, those are my best tips for elevating your hairstyles. Make sure that you like this video if you enjoyed it. Also subscribe if you want to see more like it. Also, don't forget to comment down below if you have any special requests for hairstyle videos or other videos related to young Christian women, and I would be happy to create those videos for you all, and I will see you all in next week's video.